All right, well, today we are here at the shop and you guys are balanced very precariously on top of the gumball machine for a very specific reason. We are here today to prepare for a restocking of the booths over at Bedford Street Antiques. Our tables are full, and so today we're going to price some stuff, and then I'll take you along in a few days and we will stock the booth. So let's grab some stuff. I'll walk you through my pricing process and how I go about pricing things. Everybody does it a little different, but I'll show you how I go about pricing my stuff for my booth. And yeah, all right, let's get to it. Here we go. All right, so we need stuff for the booth. This table has been here a very long time. It's full of very large items, items that are better suited for the booth. But let's just survey all of the table items that we have to deal with today. I know Mom is going to suggest that we push some spring stuff into the booth. That's usually more her jam. This is the Florida table. We set up an extra table for the Florida stuff. So that is currently being unpacked. This is going home with me. I have to put this on my take it home table because I'm going to hang that in my house. This is perfect. That's perfect for spring. Mom's going to like that. I don't even have any place to put the things that I want to price because everything is just everywhere at the moment. Normally I have like a flat surface to put things, but I'm afraid if I set up another table, it's just going to get inundated. So, what is my game plan? All right, let me think. We're going to use the sink space. I'm going to price stuff over here and put it straight into boxes. That is my goal. Okay, so this is item number 1. We're going to bring some flowers to the booth. I think now is a great time to be moving some florals in. It's not quite spring yet, but I feel like people probably have spring on their mind. I paid $4.99 for that at Goodwill. Also, the kitty cats. Those are a last minute grab at Goodwill. We've had a lot of artwork sitting at the booth, so I think it's time to refresh. I even suggested to Mom and Sage that the stuff we move into the booth this time along, we put firm, and then we run a sale on everything that's been stagnant in the booth to try to get rid of it so we don't have to drag it back here. Here is a fun print. It's definitely Pennsylvania Dutch in style. It's a print, but I feel like it's very Amish. They're quilting over here. We've got some scrapple, horse and buggy. We got that a while ago. I don't even remember where that came from. But there's quite a few booths at Bedford that have train stuff in them. So, stick a price on that. I remember looking, maybe I tried to look this up. Couldn't find it. Anyway, I think those would go well. And I think that's good for artwork. It's good to get some of this artwork out of here. Let's turn our sights back to the table. And maybe gather a few things off of here. I kind of wanted to pick some larger items to make room. The smaller stuff I have no problem selling online. I'm not opposed to putting it in the booth, but I just know that I can move it quickly and I can move it online. These I can usually sell for like $25, $30 in the booth. And I'd rather do that than ship them. So I think I'm going to put those over here. These are vintage bottles. I have a few stoppers over here, but I think I only have the one that's like a dark amber. I think those are the only two I have. I have the blue. There's all my extra crystals. That actually works out perfectly because they're 2 different colors of amber. Ta-da! Look at that. We just need a whole wad of masking tape to keep those snug. I don't have any masking tape. But I think that actually worked out nicely, didn't it? I have stoppers for these bottles. The price just went up. They're not the matchy-match stoppers, but they are in fact stoppers that match the glass. That was exciting. See, this is why I keep parts and baubles and things all around my shop, because you never know when we'll have a moment like this and get to share it. Okay, the swooner. Swan. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell you what. I regret ever buying these things. We're already down to 4 because of that right there. These are so top heavy. I don't understand who thought these were a good idea. They sell for good money online, but if you get too close to them, you don't even have to touch them. If you get too close to them, they fall over. I found that out the hard way. I should probably just sell them and move them along so I don't end up breaking another one. All right, we're gonna set this here. I'm gonna stick this in the booth. This is Swooner, I believe, S-W-O-O-N-E-R. I think it's also called like Midwest glass or something like that. Ozark glass? I think maybe Ozark glass. But it's this style. I guess a few companies in the Ozarks maybe make this. I don't know. I don't usually pick it up, but it was at Goodwill and it was a reasonable price. It doesn't have a very high resale value, and that's why I don't usually buy it, but the price was right on this. And some people collect it. This pretty lady, if you remember, we bought her for the booth. She has that sticker on the bottom. I think she's Chicago. I suspect somebody painted her gold. She'll go nicely with the decanters though. It's not really spring theme, but we'll make do. This planter. I love the colors on this. I would keep it for myself, but I can't grow anything, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to keep. I'm gonna set this one down on the floor for now. And then I was thinking maybe like some stuff like this for like $4. Stick it in the booth for $4. You know, maybe people come to the antique mall, they don't have a bunch of money to spend. This is really cute. I've had this for a while. Like years, actually, and I just loved the butterflies on it. Faye Patton made this in 1950? Or no, maybe Ruth Daniel did. I don't know. But for anyone that actually knows how to read music notes, there you go. Let's put this up here. I was thinking this fused glass. I know quite a few people have asked for this on my live sales. It's just so bulky and huge. I don't think it's something that we would want to ship. So that's why it's still here. But I feel like if I put the right price on this, somebody local would scoop it up. It's a great serving piece for like a party, a spring party. Throw some veggies and some veggie dip on there. This Eldrith apple pie plate, I'll stick that in the booth. I think I sold the last one on my shop the shop sale. Gosh, now I'm piling stuff on the floor. This is dangerous. I have my labels. I have to remember to put CLL on them. I always forget that part. But here's where we're at. Springtime flowers. I put 68 on that because that's what I would pay for that. Figured if I'd pay it, somebody else would pay it. 24 on this over here because it's a little lopsided, but it's still really cool. I would hang that one. I think I actually bought that one for myself. Amish farmyard print artwork, 24. That's the one I paid $7.50 for. Antique train, I put 45 on that. I was mostly pricing it for the frame because I thought the frame has some age to it, and it's in really good condition. So I priced that for $45. Eldrith pottery plate over there, $24. $28 on the flower pot. $42 on this pretty lady. Ozark Sooner Glass Swan, $18. Pretty sure that's what those go for. 18 on this. I think this one is made in China. Hobbyist Owl. You guys might remember this. It had a lid. I tossed it. It was broken. It was a canister, and now it's a vase. Goose and Pond. That's this quilted looking artwork. That's $28. I looked up comps online for that. That's how I priced that. And then the embroidered cats is $42. And a hand painted plate, $4. So that's everything. I left these off until I can get the masking tape for the stoppers. Obviously that's going to change the value from 30 to probably like 60. Probably double the price on those. Because they're not the originals. If they were the original stoppers, then I'd probably price them at like 80 something. The one on the right being more than the fruit. I think the florals would sell for more than the fruit. Also the shape of this is more, I don't know, it's just a nicer shape than the fruit one. So that's kind of where I'm at on all this stuff. I didn't really research it, so there wasn't much to show you with all the researching. I just kind of picked some prices out of the air. There wasn't a whole lot to research. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm probably going to price it up real quick, get it out of my way, and then gather up a few more things. All right, well, I kind of left you guys hanging yesterday or the day before when we were getting ready to price stuff for the booth. Well, I mean, we priced a few things for the booth, and then I was like, I'm over this for the day, and so I just left you guys hanging. We're back, and we're going to be pricing some more stuff in preparation for stocking the booth, which we are doing later this afternoon. And so I'm kind of like, I have to rush to get this stuff priced so that we can stock this afternoon. I've been going through Florida stuff all morning. I've been going through boxes, I've been pulling up tags, so I have a lot to pull from as far as pricing goes. I'm kind of excited for it. Even stuff from like most recent Goodwill video trips in Maryland. So lots to price, and I'm excited to get it over into the booth. Also decided between filming the last video and picking up on it today, that I'm going to be running a sale in my booth. I think we're going to do 20% off. I think 20% off on items over a certain amount. I'm not sure what amount yet, but that's the plan. So yeah, let's get back to it. Here we go. So here's the Florida pile. Did pretty good work. Shelby helped me with some of it, in case you haven't seen that video yet. So I decided with all these dogs, it's time to let them go. My first thought was to put a box out by the dumpster and put free. My second thought was to donate them. I was like, Andrew, what should I do? And he's like, put $5 a piece and stick them in the booth. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to stick $5 a piece on all of these chalkware dogs and put them over in the booth. I don't know where we're going to put them, but that's where they're heading. So all of these chalkware dogs are going to be $5 a piece. And then I have these, which you saw me pick up in Florida. Those came out of a box today. I priced those. I have the wrought iron bowl. I haven't pulled the fruit out yet, but I have the wrought iron bowl. What else did I find today? I was digging for. I think it was over this way. I started to pull out these fun canisters. One of them I had to glue the bottom back. See, you can see that velvet is coming off the bottom. Felt, I'm not really sure what it is. So I had to glue it back on the bottom. I don't know if it's fully, I almost glued my fingers together. It was a very scary moment, but my fingers came out okay. We have this, and, oh, I put it over here. This maybe you guys haven't even seen it yet, but I thought it looked kind of Italian. It's Portuguese. It's Portugal. But I just love the colors of it because it reminded me of Italian pottery. So, yeah, let's get to pricing. So I wasn't really sure how to price these things. I decided to do a Google image search. This here, somebody's asking $199 on AliExpress. Yikes. I feel like that's contemporary, isn't it? AliExpress. It's definitely like a caged sconce. 19th century green glazed. Alright, I had a really hard time finding anything on these. I actually didn't even find anything identical. So my thought process on these is I'm putting these in my booth fresh. And I'm trying to liquidate the stuff that I have in there that's old. But I'm going to be running a sale. I don't want to put firm on these because in the future I might want to run a sale. So I think I'm going to put a price of $145 on these. That way if somebody wants to buy them at the 20% off, they will sell for what I would want to price them at, which is right about $120. Right there. I think for this I do like $48. And I just pulled that price out of thin air. Alright, well I have a Karak mushroom ice bucket. You can see I just cleaned it out. Don't wiped it down. It had some sticky residue. The bane of my existence. But it's looking pretty snazzy now. The only problem I see is that the handle is splitting away. You can see it there. It's kind of a bummer, but it's got some age to it. It's really cool. I'd never seen the ice bucket before. Only the trays. So we'll get that priced up. I'm thinking like $28.
The ice bucket?
Yeah.
It's cool. I like the mushrooms.
I like the mushrooms too. Okay, I just walked around the entire shop picking out random items and pricing them, but because I don't have any horizontal space to put the items after I've priced them on my phone, it's going to be a game of find it. So I'm going to print out the tags and then I'm going to walk around and try to find the things I've priced.
I have to write CLL on all of these?
Yes, but that's not the best part.
What's the best part?
The best part is I had no horizontal space to put all the things. Oh, so they're scattered.
Search.
They're scattered about.
Okay.
And it's a game to find them.
Okay, and you couldn't put CLL on the...
No, I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Okay.
I was told it could be done.
Yeah, I bet it can.
It can. It's a possibility. It's
All right.
just not something I figured out how to do yet.
Okay.
So we're still handwriting it. We've only been using the software a year.
Yeah, only. All right, I got it.
All right, so we're going to start with these, which I think I'm going to use as swing tag. All right, so I finally found all of the pieces for this. I believe this was Pioneer Woman, if I recall. I priced the full set at $18. And then I did this at $12. All right, I priced these at $12.
Wow, those are pretty.
Yeah, aren't those neat? I think I had 2 sets of those. I think I may have sold the other ones online a while back. I've got these. All right, well, my last and final step of pricing for the booth has been walking around the shop and grabbing random things that I never see myself listing and pricing them for $5. like this little piggy here. He's really cute. But I don't see myself ever listing this, so I'm going to price it at $5. This art pottery ewer, maybe? $5. I already have, like, I don't know, a ton of stuff that I didn't even show you that I've priced all for just $5. Ready to go over. I don't even recall how much money I have into some of this stuff, but I'm like, you know what? $5. $5. All right, folks, there it is. Our pile of boxes ready for the booth. Unfortunately, we didn't get over to the booth today, so we're going to do it tomorrow morning. But that's a lot of stuff. Now, I'm kind of excited for this $5 idea that I had. After Andrew was like, just put $5 each on all of that chalkware. I was like, it just like started to click for me. And I'm like, you know what? I have all of these things that have been on the tables for a while that I probably will never get around to listing. I keep passing them up for other stuff. So I'm like, I'll just put $5 on all of those things and put them over in the booth. It's better than just donating them. So yeah, we're gonna have all these $5 things sprinkled all throughout the booth. A good bit of them are worth more than $5. So it'll be like a treasure hunt. So anyway, I'm excited to stock the booth. It's not happening today, but hopefully tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed pricing stuff with me. We will be following up on this very shortly with Sage and Mom. I know Sage really enjoys stocking the booth almost as much as Mom, maybe equally. Meanwhile, I'm there to document because I've understood it's not really my thing. So I just let them work through magic and I document it. But I know you guys enjoy it, so we'll tag along this time. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. So long.